Hi there. Welcome to another episode of Destroy It Tuesday here at Northern Charge Innovations. My name is Rick DeVries, and today we are going to be taking care of this Sunbeam humidifier. See that? See that? We're going to be taking this apart today. Now, if you know anything about Sunbeam, Sunbeam is a company with a rich history in North America. Founded in 1897 as the Chicago Flexible Shaft Company, they later officially adopted the name Sunbeam in 1946. They are best known for their Mixmaster beater, but they have also made a wide range of household products. And I bet you didn't know this. There's actually a sports car that they made, and there's about 103 of them still kicking in the world. One of them, there's going for about $10,000 UK, so that would be euros. I think that's pretty neat. I didn't know that there was a car made by a company called Sunbeam. Did you? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. That's pretty crazy, though, to me. That is. So I'm gonna take my wire cutters. I'm gonna do what I always do right off the bat. I'm gonna cut the cord right off this little jalopy. We're gonna do that right here. There we go. See, we cut that off there. And this one you can't see, but in most of the cords there's copper. That's why we cut the cords off and keep them for later. So, maybe I'll put a video on there one of these days where I just shred. That'll be fun and entertaining. I doubt it. Anyways, now look at that. We're gonna pop this right off here. This is the water container. Now this is what we would call PET plastic, and it is a grade 1 plastic. It is typically PET plastic is in water bottles and our food containers. It's very thin and it's flexible. It's translucent usually. This is somewhat opaque, so it's a little bit thicker. I'll get into a little bit more of the science behind that in another video later this week. But yeah, we're gonna keep this because it would be a good container for just about anything, really. I think I'm going to use this for sustainable gardening application. Show you guys that stuff this week too. Maybe. That is in the works. Sustainability is key to everything we do here at Northern Charge Innovations. And finding ways that aren't 100%, you know, tech related. Green tech related, you know, that's always it's hard to see in here today. Oh, good. We're gonna do the screws now. That's always something that we strive to do because, you know, I don't want to just focus on one avenue. That'd be silly. It's in there a little bit tough. Gee, we all like hers. That's okay. Gotta apply a little bit of pressure. This is gonna be a little bit tight, making me angry. So it was Remembrance Day yesterday, and I used the opportunity to remember those that gave their life for my freedoms. I'm eternally grateful for the people that actually fought evil. Gave me the world that I live in. I don't like that some misguided young people decided to try to use the opportunity to co-opt it, celebrate the life of a terrorist. In my opinion, that's just distasteful. That's just my opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own personal opinions. That hasn't changed. This world is going a little bit crazy, but that doesn't change things like that. Everybody's still entitled to their own opinion, and that doesn't change just because you don't like it. just because you don't, it doesn't change anything. Wow, but it is becoming difficult. I'm not making any progress. I'm like dumbfounded. I'm gonna give it a whack. We'll be right back. There's a lot of screws in this thing, and it's not cooperating. I was kind of hoping to not break it. But as the name of the game goes, this is Destroy It Tuesday, so why pretend that we're not going to just try to break it. So we get the way opener in there. Cracking it, that's the important part. Yeah. You always want to be careful. You don't want to hurt yourself. Now, I am being forced to break this, and I didn't want to, but I wanted to be able to keep this, but it's just not cooperating the way that I wanted it to. And I have to make a way in, right? You have to make a way in, because I have to be able to take it apart and get the pieces that I need out of it. And I do need the parts. Back to Remembrance Day. What do you think? Oh. See that? This piece of plastic. This is not PET. This is HD. PE, I think that's what that's called. It's a grade 2 plastic. It still can be recycled. Grade 1 and grade 2 plastics are recyclable. 100%. They are. Not doing much. Well, gee willikers. Where did I put my... Where did I put it? There it is. Very disorganized. Joking. Well, I gotta say too that I appreciate all of you watching this. It's been an interesting 4 weeks. Who would have thought? Plastic that I'm trying to liberate from this is going to be used in a different version of the composite that we've been working on the last couple of weeks. We decided to put off the thicker variant for now and focus on the thinner, the new one that we made. There you go. This one actually, our wafer thin glass. It wasn't. We originally planned here at Northern Charge Innovations to create a thicker sheet, and we're still going to be doing that. But we decided that it might be better. I'm just gonna smash this on the ground. Yeah, we decided it might be better if we just focused on the electronic applications of the composite. And so we're gonna, 1 second, this is gonna be loud. Thing just wasn't working for me. Now, I've broken it. So anyways, we decided that we were going to progress with glass, which is what we're calling the wafer thin one, because it has a little bit more immediate application in terms of product development. with respect to our other things, with our other products. I'm rambling. Sorry about that. Our other capacitors and inductors. We're kind of trying to not develop a circuit, but we'd like to show the world that you can build pretty much any of the components in a circuit board, maybe even the circuit board itself. Let us know in the comments. See this dial? We're gonna save that and melt it down. This is another example of the PET plastic I was talking about. This is dyed, but as you can see, it's still very thin and transparent. This ring, we're going to reapply it, repurpose it to a different element at a later date. That's why we do this sort of thing. One of the reasons. Now, because I smashed it with a hammer, some of the housing is a lot easier to come off now, see? We're getting there, But this piece here, all of this plastic, this can be chopped up as is into smaller parts and melted down to be used in anything really. You can make shoes, like those Crocs. You can make Crocs and stuff out of this. You can make chairs out of this stuff. There you go. So there's a piece of this. There's a fan in there. I'm trying to take the housing off the top of the fan with my bare hands. I don't know. Because I don't have any of the right tools. Oh, there we go. See? Some more perfectly useful black plastic that is necessary for our inductors. And if you'll remember, I actually have those. I can show you those inductors. The black plastic. Yeah, the black plastic was used to make this. So, you recycle this to make this. See now? You can't see the plastic inside of it, but the plastic inside this acts as a dielectric layer between two pieces of aluminum with two copper leads. And those copper leads are connected to the aluminum through the dielectric layer, and they help distribute the current evenly throughout the device. Now, those devices are intended for low power applications, anything from a low power key fob, wearable electronic devices, that sort of thing. Oh, look at this. The sand is just coming right off. That's good. That's good. There's a little screw there. That's what the problem is on that little piece. That's okay. We'll break that right off. This ring, more of that black plastic that's useful. And you see there's some wires. What the inside looks like. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. If you ever wanted to see what was inside one of these little humidifier fans, there you go. There you can see it. I'm going to cut it free. Cut the fans and all. Wait, let's cut it down here. That way it can still maybe be used. Yeah. That one. And that one. There you go. Now, put this aside and we'll talk about this for a second here. See now, I cut the wiring from the motor of the fan A good distance, I'd say, away from it. Now, the fan blades are damaged. The housing is damaged. But the motor and the apparatus is still useful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of the plastic off of this and salvage the engine and the motor and use it for a recycled drone. You want to know more about that? You should subscribe to this channel. Because, yeah, you'll get to hear about that in the new year. And if you don't subscribe, you won't get to hear about it, because only the subscribers are going in the new year. Only subscribers are going to be in the know as far as like the drone and a few of the other neat little things that we've got lined up. Check out our community notes, because I'll be detailing that a little bit more as the week progresses. I am just trying to be gentle-ish as I remove the plastic from the motor. Because I don't want to break it, but I don't need it in there anymore. How would you guys get that out of there? Eh? Yeah, well, I want to make a joke so badly about the election, but I'm not going to. It'd be nice. Oh, look at that. Now you break it and the screw comes out pretty easily. Isn't that funny? When she was all together, I could not. The screws would not pay. They were not listening. They were not coming out. That's a 8th rule. Take this one off too. Now I feel bad for all the people that didn't get the result that they wanted south of the border. There's no need to continue to melt down. You know, part of what makes the American spirit so admirable is your ability to just press on, rise up. It doesn't matter that you guys fell down. It only matters that you get back up. You know, so you guys were trying, didn't work. You guys gonna have you're one side's gonna have to regroup and rethink their approach. It wouldn't do anybody any good to throw any blame around. Move past this, and then when you guys have moved past your issues, come over here. Please God, come on. Please God, come over here and help us fix our problem, because we have a problem over here. All right, see that? This is the motor and the housing is off now. The blade, the third blade is, or the fourth blade is broken, but so that sucks. But I get a replacement for that. And now I have a rotor assembly. And if you're building a drone, you need one of those, two of those, four of those. Alright, you see now, we've taken the fan off of there. And now we have a lot of electronics. Oh, there's a lot of broken plastic. Oh, that's alright, that's useful. And so, you know, the more that comes off, there's a lot of broken plastic in there. Oh, yeah. We're gonna get this this part off. Oh, that's a piece of the this little wavy piecing. That is part of the cord. They're still on there. So get that off there. pliers, actually. I can pull that out, I think. Put that off to the side. And we'll use this. I should use the scissors, actually, to cut that. We got the big boy. What do you think of the US election? Do you get what you wanted out of it? Or are you one of those that's not coping so well? There are helplines for you people. Sorry. This gray plastic is like the black plastic, and it is actually used just like the black plastic in one of our capacitor designs. Oh, there you go. There's a big piece of the housing. And we're gonna have so much fun chopping that down, but not today. Not today. Today we just wanted the fan. That's actually all I really wanted out of that. But we're now committed to destroying the rest of it. If you're wondering, I'm taking screws out. I hate taking screws out. I think I'm going to get a drill. Drill won't work. Alright, screws out. Piece comes off. That's a little piece goes in there. Let's see. I'll show you what that was in a second. We're gonna get the other one off. I'm excited for the United States. I will say that. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I get chills whenever I watch those videos of the new border security guard, Tom Hoonan. I don't know what Tom's name really is. Tom is gonna get stuff done. This is the base. The base has got a lot of useful plastic too, and is going to be chopped down. Everything gets reused. Some of it gets kept in its form and will be used, like this will be used for the ag project that I kind of mentioned but haven't really discussed. Want to know more about that? Subscribe too, because like the drone, that is going to be for subscribers only in the new year. I'll still be giving out tips on how to on sustainable living choices on my TikTok. But moving forward in the new year, a lot of videos will be for subscribers. I gotta give you guys something. You know, I appreciate the return viewers too. I appreciate it. We all do. Everybody here at Northern Charge Innovations. We're, you know, it's been very, very, very interesting to see the response and the comments. I particularly enjoyed trying to destroy something in 30 seconds. Obviously, I cheated a little bit by using, you know, weights. Crack her open like that and then just hammer. I think if I did that again, it would be more fun to race against the clock, trying to disassemble it into little pieces like this and this. I keep trying to show it to the camera and I'm waving it over to different spots. See, another screw. All that metal can be saved. It's very, very valuable. Look at all of the goodies in here. All that stuff is tied off. See if it is tied off, but it doesn't make any sense. And about 1,000,000 screws in this thing. The screws are like the bane of my existence. I hate them. I hate them. Because, you know, they get it all in there. So hard, so tough, so don't want to come out at all. But everything is connected with basically think about that for a second, people. We're going to try to get the screws out of the plastic pieces holding the base to the faceplate in the hopes that we can get at the electronics without having to break this plastic as well. Now, that I say that, it becomes difficult to get. Alright. We're going to take the make it happener. We're going to stick it in there. We're going to pop that open. Well, maybe not. Like I always say, be very careful while you're doing things like this. You don't want to hurt yourself. I don't want to see anybody get hurt because they see some idiot doing it on TV, on YouTube. You don't want to. Oh, I like listening to that stuff snap. Yeah, that's not working at all. I'm undeterred. I'm undeterred. Sometimes a little bit of tender love and care is required. You see all the wires that are in this thing? Yeah, there's a lot of wires, and we're going to keep all those wires. We're not going to keep them attached, though. We are going to cut those off. Yes, just like that. That. We get her all lined up, and we'll cut it so you guys can see. See that? I'm going to cut that off. Right like that. I'm going to try anyway. That is harder than I thought it would be. Cutting all those wires at once. That's a stupid idea. There we go. Making progress. There we go. See? There. Now, all these wires, they could be salvaged directly. There's a battery pack. Huh? See? All these wires, they can be salvaged. They can be recycled. They don't need to be thrown away. Now we are left with 3 layers of plastic and a control box. And the control box has got screws too. You see that? See the screws? I'm going to try to get those out of there now. There we go. Rip that off there. Ah, look at that. There's another piece of flat, perfect HDPE plastic that can be reused and recycled into capacitors and other low power electronics, such that we create here that I have shown you. I'm actually going to make a video that shows you guys how we put those together as well. I'll give you what's that attached? Alright. And now the fun part. Okay, so you see this? The board is in good condition. So we can save that. We're going to save that because we can recycle that. That could be actually as long as it's not completely destroyed, it can be reused. So possibly can be it can possibly be reused in another model like this, or the circuit could be repurposed in a different electronic device that requires this sort of control, right? And that's what I'm talking about. This stuff typically ends up in the garbage, in the landfill, because people don't know that it can be recycled. But if you watch this channel and you check out our TikToks, you'll know that these are the sorts of things that you can actually recycle. You have to contact the local intake. You'll have to talk to your local. You will have to talk to your municipality and your recycling centers that are in your location to find out specifically if they can take these things. And if they can't, just do some research. You hit that Google will help you out. There, in my area, I will have to drive 45 minutes, but I can find places that will take this stuff. Okay? It's not that hard. And if you're lazy, everybody has a phone and everybody has an assistant. Simply ask the assistant. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's left. This is all that's left. And between this circuit board, and the fan, everything else, all of the plastic, all the housing of the screws, all of the cords, that will all be recycled. It will all be stripped down and it will all be repurposed, shredded, repurposed, and reused. But this circuit board, this water container, and the rotor assembly, those will be used for a different purpose entirely. That's about it for today's episode of Destroy It Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this sort of content and you like listening to me ramble, hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends. In the meantime, head on over to our TikTok, because there are always useful sustainability tips posted on there Monday through Friday.